Hi Pisces, and welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Pisces is Fiskarna in Swedish, and I am Swedish, so therefore I will go a bit back and forth with the Swedish words to explain some English words if I feel like it needs some clarification. I think you guys are fine, but if a word jumps out, I'll translate it. I started a few weeks ago with focusing on relationships, and I feel like it has shifted a tiny bit. And so it's going to be more like you guys' collective energy, whatever the Pisces or Pisces, as I'm saying, would focus on mainly like around this time and energy. Whatever your question is, I know you're not sitting with a clear question, but as a collective group of the Pisces, you're going through something, and so you sort of have the question, and through me you summon the answer. And I won't like just focus on relationships now, because I feel like whatever wants or needs to come through, I'll just let it. So you sort of set the intention for the week. Yes, I also want to say that I'm not doing the tarot reading. It's not a typical placement of the cards, and also I'm not heavy into the astrology. Science and astrology aspect of this, which might feel crazy because I'm talking to you Pisces. I just want to take a moment and just explain that as long as it works for you, use whatever full moon, whatever astrology sign is doing whatever planet is opposite another planet. If that works for you, use it, then it's awesome. The moment that you sort of, if every fiber of your being feel like I am going on that date today, I feel that this is the day where I'm going to meet my soulmate, or so dramatic, but like this feels good to me. It feels good to go on that cup of coffee with a friend. It feels like I'm in alignment with this or that. And then there's a planet opposite another planet, and turns out it's not a good day for Pisces to go on fika, cup of coffee. Then you're using an outside force or source to determine your life. And I'm so not about that. I'm so about taking your power back, or giving you guys your power back. Whatever I'm saying here, try it out. And if it doesn't fit, just leave it. If half the message fits, and the other doesn't, it doesn't mean that all is wrong, or that like it can mean that the first part is true for you, but the second part is not working for you. Then it doesn't, then it's not for you. It doesn't mean that just because the first part was correct, then you should listen to the next part, and that you're wrong, that you're not feeling it, or vice versa. The first part is not wrong because it doesn't resonate with you in the second part. It's just listen to yourself. It's so important. Listen to yourself, and let not me, no full moon, no star planet in another house dictate how you should run your life. That's all I'm trying to say. Other than that, I love it. I love the cards. I'm going to do cards for you now, Pisces. Fiskarna. What's up with you, Fiskar? What do you need to hear most right now? I think that somebody had that card last week. Let's see, I'm just going to do another straight away. It's just to continue. Wait. Okay. I'm just going to show you. I am so sure you had this, because I remember I focused on the kids and animals and water, and it was something about Atlantis as well. I'm trying so much every week to not remember what happened last week, and between 12 signs and a new message for every sign, I should forget, but I don't. It's like the energy just comes back, and I just know what I said. Okay. It's sort of almost your card. It feels like every like there's different cards in this deck that has sort of, one card has become a Leo card. It has become like it has become a card for each sign, and it's sort of like this is becoming my Pisces card, because it's just so representative of you. It just feels you. And it's very judgmental to say, because you're everything. Of course you're everything, and you're not just this card, and you're not just kids and animals and water, but it is a lot of who you are and what you love and what you have around you, at least in this very moment. I'm very much drawn to this time in this card. I'm very much drawn to some electrifying energy. It can be overworking things in your head. It can be something that happened that sort of has gotten your attention, and you're sort of overthinking it a bit. And it actually is giving you a headache, because it's the thoughts that you keep thinking and keep like holding on to so strongly. They become an entity of themselves. Like back in the day when I was cleaning houses, I was clearing out houses of spirit, or people thought that they were having everything and anything visiting them in their house, and it turned out like 90% of the time that they had just thought the energy form into being. It was their own thoughts. Like, it was nobody visiting them, and no poltergeist doing anything bad. It was just actually a lot of thoughts that have then become a thought form that then became something that felt that it was actually there. And so this can actually turn into a entity. It can turn into something that almost feels real to you, and you're creating it. It doesn't even have to be like this. Yeah, and I'm really drawn to the dragonfly. So to me, this is just a spiritual opening. It's a spiritual time for you guys, and it's like I almost want to slap you a bit. It feels like you're not giving yourself credit for how far you come. Maybe you don't have enough people around you that are in the same spiritual awake state, so that you sometimes feel a bit alone. That resonates with me. Like, that feels so, it stands up on my arm. It's like you want more friends with the same level as you. And so sometimes, most of the time, you're fine. Most of the time it works. But every once in a while, something will happen where you feel like, I feel like if you're reading, I'm using this as a metaphor quite often. If you're reading a book, some people will not be on the same page. They will not even be on the same chapter. And actually sometimes you already finished the book and you're on to the next one. And then the rest of the guys that are around you sort of hasn't caught up with you. So, and that's what I feel right now. There's something that you're thinking about a lot, and it's a challenge for you. It's something that you wish that you could just talk more about, or around in the way that you're talking, like in your spiritual language. And the immediate people, like in your immediate, alltså det närmaste immediate, your closest circle around you, is sort of, it's like you're sort of feeling like it's not allowing you to be as open as you want or as you can be. And that's a bit frustrating to you. It's not heavy, it's not that bad, it's just you're on this, like, you're this firecracker, and you're pure electricity at this very moment, and you sort of haven't any place to channel it. I just want to show you that. Take a look at this card. Like, out from her, it just oozes electricity. Like, yeah, it's another birds and birds and birds. So the message that is getting through here, the hopefully help you feel when I say this is, give it a go. Try it. It's like you already decided that the people that you want to talk to, you can't talk to them in the way that you want to. And you sort of shut down a bit, and then you sort of project that to the other person, that the other people around you are a bit like shut down, like they're so shut down, I can't talk to them. When in fact it's you, sweetheart, that is a bit shut down. And because you're a bit scared to talk your language, your spiritual language with them. And I'm not like in any, I don't favor talking to people that you know for a fact won't understand what you're saying. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that this time, to push the boundaries a bit, to be able to open yourself up a bit, and just bring to the table the thing that you're so very best at, and not silence yourself. And it feels like it will come to a happy conclusion if you don't judge them from the, like, they won't understand, I know how they will react, I know where this is gonna go. But if you filter yourself and you sort of look through this situation through a veil of love, en slöja av kärlek, and as I said that there's a, I have no idea how that made its way in here. I'm gonna keep my calm because there's a bee. There's a bee in here, and I want to see what, like, in my word, it just doesn't happen like that. So it could be that you should just be. Sorry about that. And I'm drawn to the word of the card, which is choices. You have choices. Here comes the bee. You have choices. How did I get in here? Stop it. Do you see it? Man. Choices. I don't know if you see. There's a gazillion flowers, and it's just in the palm of your hand, you're holding 2 unicorns, like 2 horses. They're facing each other, and they are really understanding of each other, and they really, like, you hold. So I'm drawn to talk about your relationship with your romantic partner. And if you're sitting there saying I don't have one, then this is a person that is like the closest to you, where you feel like this, where this is going on in your life. And it's like it's time to have the talk, whatever that talk is. But it's like, allow yourself to open up, allow yourself to be vulnerable, and to just share with your partner how you feel. And not in a judgmental way, and not in a way that you know that they're going to react this way, or they're not going to understand, or don't prejudge and don't project anything to them. And I know that's a bit tough, but you can do it. You can do it. What's up with the bee? I have no idea how that got in here. I'll let you out in a minute. Okay, to wrap it up for the Pisces. Yeah, it's just asking you to be creative about this, to not feel so heavy. Just take a deep breath around it. Maybe do some breath work around it. Just like, sorry, I'm a bit scared. Breathe around the situation, and just feel proud, feel feel how far you come. Like you're a superpower woman or superpower man who has like, you've come so far spiritually, and there's electricity shooting out of your head to the point where I feel like you're creating energies around you at this point. This is how powerful you are. And I know I was drawn to talk about Atlantis last week. Maybe have a look at that again, or if you haven't, look at it. If it resonates with you, there's a lot of birds here, and that to me is just that everything, like, it's a bird to me is very free. It flies free. It flies wherever it wants. Nothing hinders it. And be more like the bird, and try to be vulnerable and open up and see where this discussion lands, because you're shutting down a bit when you don't get to share this. And you can reach out to friends, and you can reach out to other family members or like other people in your surroundings to share this, but then you need to do that, because it feels like you can't sort of hold this journey in for yourself. You're going to get so much more out of it if you share it with your loved ones. Yeah, creative wonderment. Don't confuse the woman, it can also be the man. The man, it can also be a man. And it's just more flowers. This is awesome energy. You're on fire. You're in your right element. You're so spiritually evolved. Just try, as spiritually evolved you are, to just also be more personally. It's like you're practicing to be more personally evolved as well. Try it out on your partner. Try it out on the closest to you. If you feel like I cannot do that, then share it with the next person that you know will understand your spiritual language, because you need to share it. Okay, Pisces, that was it for this week. If you liked it, please subscribe if you haven't. Share it with your friends if you want to, if it resonates with you. And I hope to see you back here next week. Take care. Bye.